Hello and welcome to day 10 of Breakup Recovery. My name is Irina Shahovtsov. I'm certified NLP, timeline therapy and hypnotherapy coach. And for the month of August, we are talking about breakup recovery. This is a series I created that are free, that you can see and learn tools and techniques that you can implement today if you are struggling with breakup recovery. And so yesterday we were covering emotional state of being, because I believe recovery is a four-state approach, because we are these energetic beings and we have four planes in which we play. We have physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And if you're curious to learn more, you can see I call it live videos below to see what we covered yesterday about. And today we are talking about mental state. What is mental state? Why mental state? Well, in mental state there are certain things that I want to touch on. And the first one is meditation, and I'm sure you heard about it and maybe you already practice it, but it can do wonders, because you can practice meditation and apply different, there are different meditations available, first of all, for different areas that you want to improve, whether it's relationships, whether it's forgiveness or self-love. But as part of recovery, I think as meditation comes in the form of forgiveness, and one of the meditations you can try, there is a sixth sense meditation by Vishen Lakiani, and it goes through 6 phases of overall kind of well-being, and one of them is forgiveness. And you can do forgiveness every day as you struggle, as you experience any kind of struggle or difficulty. If you hold a grudge on somebody, you can practice the forgiveness every single day, little by little. And when you do forgiveness, it does not mean you're forgiving the other person. It only means that you forgive yourself, forgive the person that you were, who you used to be, and how you call it, the situation that you were in, the partner you were with, and the things that happened. You are simply doing that forgiveness for yourself so that you can move forward, so that you don't have this baggage that you're carrying with you, and it prevents you from moving freely and easily. So that's where meditation comes in. Secondly, I want to mention hobby. And how does hobby apply to your mental state, would you ask? Well, oftentimes when we are kids, we have dreams, we have passions that we pursue, and as we grow older, as we become adults, as we have more responsibilities, we tend to forget about our hobbies, forget about our dreams. And meanwhile, it's those things that fulfill you, those things that make you feel alive, that put your soul on fire, that if you don't do those things, what is life all about? And you need that kind of in your life every single day. 10 minutes of joy. Practice 10 minutes of joy and tell me how it makes you feel. Whether you like to cook, whether you like to sing, go for a walk, do something creative, maybe an art project, but whatever puts your soul on fire. Do 10 minutes of joy, and it also gives a nice break into your day. Let's say if your job is all about mental activity and crunching numbers and stuff like that, and it gives you a nice reset when you do 10 minutes of joy to do something fulfilling for yourself. And guess what? You can also find people with similar interests if you pursue certain hobbies, whether it's public speaking, it's Toastmasters, and you learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in terms of public speaking. Or if it is they used to have before pandemic, I don't know if they still do, there was a paint and sip classes where you create a painting in a matter of an hour, and you get to communicate with other people who have similar interests that share with you. And through your passions, through those joyous things, you get to experience life on a different level, and it's not just struggle and pain all the time. You have releases of things that make you feel alive. Another thing I want to mention is being present. Oftentimes we spend a lot of time in the past reliving what should have been, what could have been, what I should have said, how I should have acted. Meanwhile, you cannot change the past unless you have a time machine and you can go back. But you don't have a time machine. Or if you do, please let me know. So you cannot change the past by thinking the same thoughts and regurgitating the same information day in and day out. For your mind, it doesn't matter if something is happening presently or if something is happening in the past. Same parts of your brain light up, same emotions, same physical reactions, same biological reactions happen when you have certain thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And it's just a fact of life. You can take it in. And if you don't believe me, you can check it out on YouTube, on Google, on reading books. It has been proven scientifically by neuroscientists that this is how life is. When you are in the future, when you are anxious about something, when you're thinking about the worst case scenario, what could have been, what's the worst thing that can happen? You're missing out being present. And present is all you got. You got the present moment, you got to be here and now, living and experiencing life to the fullest, being present to life's joys and practicing that. How do you practice being present? Well, one thing you can do is when you are outside enjoying the nature is actually savoring the act of what you are doing. If you see a smile on a child's face, or if you see clouds passing by, and if you see sun come out, or the fact that you woke up in the morning, and be present to the fact that you are still alive, still awake, you are able to breathe, you have roof over your head, and be present like that. Another thing you can do, another good tool to use is meditation. It actually allows you to slow down time, because time right now we have attention span of 8 seconds. So if you're scrolling through social media and you see my video, I only have 8 seconds to impress you for you to stay here or to go somewhere else. So our attention span is decreasing and the speed of life is increasing. We want to slow down. We want to be present. And how do you do that? Through meditation. You can be present through meditation. Another thing you can try for being present is set reminders on your phone, 3 reminders for your day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and send yourself a message how amazing you are, what are you doing in life. Or if you don't want to be too verbose, you can send yourself a simple sentence: love, peace, patience, compassion, confidence, one word. And when that reminder pops on your phone, don't just keep scrolling and don't snooze it out. Stop whatever you're doing, turn off your work, and think, what does that word mean to you? That allows you to connect into the present moment and reflect upon how your day is going. Have you been present today? Have you been confident? Have you been loving and compassionate and kind and caring today? And this is how you can practice being present. So 3 things when it comes to mental state. It's our meditation, and you can choose whichever one works for you. Secondly is hobby. Hobby is pursuing your passion, pursuing something that makes your soul on fire, sets your soul on fire, whether it's a walk, a yoga practice, making something good for yourself, like cooking or baking, singing, painting, talking to a friend, whatever makes you feel happy. What is your hobby? Invest in it. Don't forget, when you were a little kid, what was your most favorite activity? You can try and relive that. And finally, the last point I want to make is being present. Slow down life, be present, appreciate, savor the moment. When you eat that morsel of food, and if it's amazing, if it's beautiful, just pause down and savor the taste of it. When you're experiencing a beautiful music piece, savor it. When you're taking yourself out for a walk, or if you're on vacation, if you're relaxing somewhere, savor that essence of that moment so that you are present to it, that you're not letting your life pass you by, that you are appreciating all the life's little moments, because those little moments, those little memories, they make up our life. Not the major big milestones. Of course, those are important, But life is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and take a pause, take a stand, take a time to acknowledge where you are and appreciate the present moment. That's all you got, really. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop them down below, and I'll be back here again tomorrow where we're going to talk about spiritual state of being.